Well, hello again. It's Thursday. It's 3 o'clock for me here in Paris time. I hope you're having a wonderful day, whatever time of day is with you and wherever you are in the world. Thanks ever so much for popping in. And today we're going to talk about BS. Yes, we are. Because we've all got this going on. And this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a really, really, really long time. And in actual fact, I started talking about BS years and years ago when I first started doing some public speaking, and I got invited over to do some talks over in Ireland years and years and years ago. And one of the things I used to talk about was bullshit and BS and how we beat ourselves up and how we are our own worst enemies. And so that's what I wanted to talk about today. And I am going to do a very, very, very blatant plug today, just so you know. So starting on the 25th, which is about 10 days from now, I'm actually doing a 5-day adventure where you can join me, and we are going to incredibly, magically alchemize and turn around your belief about your own BS. Because all of us limit ourselves. Let's be honest, we all limit ourselves on our own beliefs of who we are, what we're meant to be doing, who we are meant to be for other people, how we are experiencing life, and how life is experiencing us. We all hold ourselves back from there. And so I have put together, and I'm very excited to do this 5-day adventure. It's only going to be 22 euros, which is about the same in dollars and about the same in pounds. And we're going to do a absolute rewrite from top to bottom over 5 days, working with me, working with the crew. We're going to be doing a little bit of a nudge every day in this workshop called BS Alchemy. So that's what we're going to be doing. And that's why I wanted to come on today and talk about, are you fighting against your own BS all of the time? Are you fighting against it? Because over the years, one of the things that the crew and the teachings that they've brought through me as a voice channel is that we are our own worst enemies. We are our own, we're the ones that cause ourselves the problems, Life and inspiration wants to move through us. Life and inspiration is calling us in every single moment in who we are and what we're here to do and the essences of life we want to experience. It's constantly there. We are constantly getting nudges and urges and pushes and guidance and, oh, that would be fun. And all of these inspirational ideas, they arrive all of the time. We are literally feeling and knowing the next steps for ourselves in every single breath because it's already in us. Life wants to move through us. We are here as a spark of the divine, experiencing and witnessing life itself through being life itself here on this planet. So we are constantly being nudged in the direction of the next and the moreness of ourselves. We're constantly receiving that information. And then what happens is it arrives. It arrives. You know what you mean? It arrives and our whole being goes, oh, wow. And we feel in alignment, and we expand in that moment. We expand into the new version of ourselves. And then this human and your human and all of us living here in the DNA patterns of humans this bullshit whispering middleman comes and sits on our shoulder and goes, oh, you don't want to do that. Oh, who do you think you are? How do you think you can do that? Oh, no, let's not. Let's not go and do that. So, quite often then, that whispering makes us feel this differential so keenly of the me that I've expanded into, because the moment that we receive this information, the moment we receive this inspiration, the moment we move into this more expanded state, we're already there energetically. We're already there. We are already that being that is capable of doing that thing, because we've already experienced it and we've already moved into it on an energetic level. But the human being in us then goes, oh no. And we feel this split inside of us. We feel this differential of this expanded version of us compared to the human version of us in the nowness of where we are. And this cavern in between, this void in between, gets filled with all of the bullshit nonsense that we tell ourselves about how we can't become the new version of ourselves in real, solid, manifest terms. So what I want to do in this 5 days is I want to take you on a journey to help you really uncover and become a master of your own BS and to understand this on a spiritual level. We're going to like literally rewire our thinking about what BS is, what this resistance is, what this holding ourselves back from is. Because it's a limitation of belief that the humanness of ourselves holds ourselves in. So that is why I'm really excited, because a lot of the people that I work with, you know, we come into these states of being really pissed off and really struggling and really frustrated and really judgmental. And mainly we're judgmental and we're pissed off and we're frustrated and we're stuck with ourselves. And that is the difficulty, because we get so adept and so really mastery of beating ourselves up instead of learning the mastery of how can I actually become and be and allow myself to step into the expanded version of who I am. And that's why this whole idea of BS Alchemy has been in my energy expansion for years. And I've danced around it. I'll tell you, I have danced around it and I've put little pieces of it all over the place. It's become like the root of a lot of the work that I do. So I'm really excited to bring it all together finally into one place, into this alchemy 5-day adventure. And so what I'm going to do is you can actually find all of the information about that if you want. And yes, today is a bit of a blatant plug. Thank you ever so much for listening to me. I'm hoping you're resonating with what I'm talking about in any case, because we are all humans living in this world of contrast between expansion and inspiration and life that wants to live through us, and the humanness of ours and the solidness of ours and the solidity of ours, which isn't in that space yet. But it doesn't mean that we are unable to step out of who we are right now. And that's what we battle with all of the time. That's how we unfurl ourselves in the world, by giving ourselves permission. And we can become a master in this so easily and so quickly once we really truly understand what the fundamentals of BS actually are. And, you know, we have to remember that our humanness is linear. Our BS is linear. Our life here is linear. We are in a solid, linear, manifest existence as the humanness that we are now. But our expression of life and our soul is not linear. And so this is why we so struggle sometimes, because our humanness wants us to have a linear journey. It wants us to know where we're going. It wants us to feel safe in the first steps towards something. Because we want, this humanness of me wants me to know where I'm going to end up. It wants me to not be in uncertainty. It wants to keep me safe. It wants to keep me in a space where it's been already, so it understands it. And that's the machine, that's the humanness that I live in. It's the humanness that you live in. And so we can learn these ideas and these concepts of how we can see the world and our own progression and feel safer in the uncertainty, and understand these gaps and these divisions and these contrasts that the humanness, as opposed to the soul of us, feels in the same moment. Because we are constantly multi-dimensional, multi-level beings in every single breath here. And that's why, learning to be compassionate to ourselves, learning these 5 steps, and I call them the five truths. We've got like the first truth of be aware, because BS is everywhere. Like, this limitation is in everything. Every level of solid linear manifest world, it exists. And then we have to look at honesty, and then we have to look at courage, and then we have to look at kindness. And then we have to look at my favorite bit, which you know by now, is more. We have to then step into and understand what this idea and this feeling of the moreness of me truly is. And when we can understand all of these 5 levels, we then do have a completely new relationship with our bullshit, with our BS, with our understanding of belief and structure and linear and manifest existence in this world. And I'm really excited as well to bring this to you, because this is going to be not just me. This is going to be a chance for everyone to have channeled messages from the crew, giving a bonus for every single day of not just these levels, but the higher consciousness understanding and concept of each one of these steps. So we're going to have a hugely expensive adventure. It is going to push our borders and our edges and our knowings and our feelings, and being held in this expansive state can't help but change us. We are literally going through this process of transmutation and alchemy of who we are. When we're held in this space of adventure, when we're held in this space of, can I see this? Can I ponder this as a spiritual practice? Can I look at my own limitation as a spiritual practice? Can I see my own progression as a spiritual practice? Can I bring and look at every single piece of my own BS and my own limitation and understand myself so fully that I never have to be held by that contrast and held by that belief of this wall of that I can't, and be held by this pissed offness and this stuckness and this frustration and this annoyance and the, oh, for fuck's sakeness of it. So yeah, we are going to be a little bit sweary over the 5 days. So it actually begins on the 25th of October. It's Tuesday, the 25th of October, which is the new moon day. So it's a really good day for us to start allowing ourselves to make new patterns and to decide which pieces of us we're ready to let go of. And this is going to be a journey that's kicked off perfectly on Tuesday, the 25th of October, which is the new moon day. And it's 5 days, and it's going to take us through to the Saturday. So you're going to get an email every single day with a concept and an idea and something for us to ponder. And you're also going to get a recorded channel from the crew for that day to enhance and expand and take you on a journey into the moreness of each one of these concepts. I'm also going to be opening up a Facebook group where we can all come together, and I'm going to be jumping in every day to talk about the theme for that day and to expand on it, and I'll be there for questions if you wanted to do so. And then we're going to have a big Zoom meeting at the end where we can have like a finish off and a wrap up and a Q&A session, and you never know what's going to happen in that. So that's going to be an additional bonus at the end of it. And like I say, it's just 22 euros. It's $20. It's about 21 pounds sterling, I think. So it's really just a chance to check in with yourself and go, yeah, I'm ready. I'm really ready to let go of this beating myself up. I'm ready to let go of arguing with my own BS. I'm ready to let go of fighting myself. I'm ready to understand myself a little bit more. So if you want to find out more about the BS Alchemy workshop, it's a 5-day adventure, you can go straight to bsalchemy.com or go to my website where there's huge lots about me, and you can find out more about me as well. There's a big advert on the homepage there. That is at uninvented.life. And I hope that you're going to join me because it's going to be lots of fun. So I would like to just leave you with this recognition that in every single moment, you are already the expanded version of you. You are already energetically the next moreness of you. You are already there. And what I would like to remind you is that in every single moment, you can allow yourself and choose to expand into that and let yourself go there and let yourself become this master of your own resistance. And that's what we're going to be doing more of if you choose to join me in BS Alchemy. So thank you ever so much for popping on today, and I can see there's loads of you that came in live. Thank you very, very, very much. If you're watching on replay, why not tell me what you're struggling with right now? Why not tell me what the BS is that you know is holding you back? Because we all kind of know what it is. That if only we stopped beating ourselves up about that thing, or we got out of our own way, or if only I could stop doing that, or if only I could do that. We all kind of know what our BS is. So let me know what it is. And let's then unpack it and come join me in BS Alchemy starting on the 25th of October. So huge, huge, huge love. I am going to be seeing you again next week, where it will not be a blatant advert. We will be talking about some other things as well, but thank you ever so much for joining me today. And yeah, have a little think about what's your flavor of bullshit right now. Huge, huge love.